Wonderful to see you. Hello,
Hello,
Paul.
Dr. Rulin.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you. I love that background. It looks so pretty. Hello, Anne. Hello, Arlene. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Judy. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Noako. Wonderful. Before we start, anybody has any sharings or any questions since we're here? Carolyn Haynes. Yeah, Carolyn, do you are you new with us? Do we have we met before, or is this? If you want, you can say hi. Yes, yes, thank you for saying hi. Okay.
Hello, Master Rulin. It's Judy Parker.
Hi, Judy.
Hi. I'm not going to be able to stay. I've just got notice that my bank account's frozen and it's supposed to make a payment to my phone. So I've only got about 10 minutes worth on my phone.
Oh.
So if I can't sort it out, hopefully I can get on next week.
Okay, okay. We'll give you a blessing. So hopefully your phone issue and everything can be resolved.
Thank you very much.
A blessing to be loved, Judy, and everyone. And in the end, we give everyone a blessing so everybody can join us next week. It'd be going to be amazing, amazing weekend together. And yeah, I'm so excited. Love you, Judy. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Love you.
Love you. Yeah, hope your phone come out. Carolyn, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Carolyn Hennis, and I've been with Dr. Shaw for a while, but I'm new to you. I've seen you at conferences, but I'm in Chicago, and I have a spiritual business there, and so we've been very busy there lately with a lot of emotional issues, as you know.
Oh, really?
And I also have them, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like, we can talk about it. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. I'm so yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you. So that's wonderful to hear you have a spiritual business helping people. And what kind of business is that? It's like
Well, I call it an empowerment business. So we have all different tools,
okay.
and Master Shaw is one of the tools that we have. So we meet people where they're at. So wherever they're at, the Holy Spirit speaks through us and we meet them. And it could be anywhere. They could be devil worshipers, but they're walking through the door because the Holy Spirit sent them here.
Oh.
So we have all these tools, and Master Shaw is one of them. And now Mari and Renee were talking about some wonderful things that they learned from you. And so I am very interested.
Yeah.
in my emotions, my heart. I want to, be the soul in charge, then the heart, and not the mind. So.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful. Yeah. So that is a very important aspect. Yeah. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, this is one of the things I feel like Dao Science, and also that is my mission to help people to really bring the heart together with the soul and with mind and energy and the body. It's literally like, yeah, so we'll share later, why this is so important. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
I'm so glad to meet you. Yeah, let's stay in touch. Yeah.
Thank you.
Something together. Wonderful. Hello, Robert. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm going to wait for a little bit. So wonderful. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Mary. Hello, Monica. Hello, Silky. Some of you I have, thank you, Daniela. And anybody new here, if you'd like to introduce yourself, I'd love to meet you. Yeah, sharing in the, you can.
I can talk. Hello, Master Rulin. It's Daniela Xiu, and I'm a Dao practitioner, and I was certified with the Toronto Center, Master Share, Master Francisco was giving the teaching, so I'm like, I feel like I'm new here, like I've been like for 1 year, but I've been studying hard and I'm still wanting to learn and I'm working. I have a small contract, but it's not, I'm a teacher.
Okay.
I was teaching at the high school for 15 years. So that's about it for me.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm so glad you're learning all kind of great stuff. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's like it's a journey,
Yeah, exciting journey, huh?
Yes. Thank you so much. I didn't put the video because my battery is low, so I still want to be here.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you
That's
so
no problem.
much for all the good work you're doing.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here because we're doing it together. Yeah.
Yes, I have great admiration for all your service and Master Shaw and everyone, Master Paul too.
Yeah, I know we have a wonderful team. We all work together. Yeah, and also you too, you're a part of our team as well, just being here. And
Yeah, I love to support my Dao family all
thank you.
around the world.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
Thank
Silky,
you.
thank you. Silky is from Germany. Yeah. Welcome, Silky. I know it's pretty early, yeah, or early in the morning, maybe. Thank you for being here. Yes, today I want to talk with you a very important subject, which is very dear to my heart, which is, I feel it's part of the mission in my life. I remember one of these days I was in Hawaii. One day I was sitting on the shore, on the shore on the Hawaii, the island, actually the ocean near my house. I was sitting there and I was looking at the, the waves and I'm just trying to go inside the waves and feel. And at the moment, I felt I was become one with the wave. And I was telling the wave, I said, and I really felt like, wow, this wave is me. I am this wave. And then when I think of that, I can feel my heart just exploded and extends with this wave towards the end of the ocean, to the end of the sky. And I was looking at the sky, looking at the stones, and I was telling the stone, I said, and I was feeling the stone. I said, you are me, I am you. So I was feeling that and saying that, I can feel my heart exploded again. And then when I was looking at the trees and the skies, and telling the sky and telling the trees And I am you, you are me. And I can feel my heart just melted with all, and it become one with all. In that moment, I realized, finally, I am home. So oneness is one of the most beautiful feeling. Oneness is our home. So many of us feel isolated or feel disempowered or have difficulties and challenges, sicknesses. Right now, the world is filled with struggles, conflicts. All of this is because we are not feeling one. We separate ourselves from others. We create our own negativity, which caused our own suffering. When we can go back to this oneness state, you will see your life will be so miraculous. I was very fortunate, in Hawaii. I have a beautiful beach home, have my own beach. And so I spent a lot of time not doing anything and just feeling the oneness. It's just, time like that. And I enjoyed amazing life and an abundance and great success. My 3 books is all written in Hawaii, mostly written in Hawaii. And the Tao science is developed in Hawaii. It is those kind of state, the oneness state. In the oneness state, we not only feel home, feel so the bliss, people talking about joy, happiness. It's actually something even much higher. It's called the bliss. The experience of bliss is what's possible for everyone. And that is a state we're all longing for, and it can be achieved in a state of oneness. It is the most beautiful state. Like every cell it's more than joy, it's more than happiness. It cannot be described until you experience it. And I wish everyone can experience bliss, because that's what we come here to experience. And in a state of bliss, everything's possible. And the state of bliss is a state of oneness. in that state, you think of something, things just going to happen. This is a state of oneness. This is a power of oneness. And these states can be achieved. It's not that difficult. It takes, it is a state we can this is a state we come to this life for. Just people don't know. People think we need to struggle, we need to suffer, but that is not who we are. The state of bliss is effortless. State of manifestation is effortless. State of oneness is effortless. It's only the struggle takes efforts. Suffering takes efforts. They're not who we really are. So how can we go back to our true self, our home, to the oneness? There's many, and there's steps how to reach that. So if you have struggles, or something you want, but you don't have it, or you have challenges and difficulties in your lives, or there are certain things you want to achieve, but not achieving it, it's because you lack of oneness. And recently I have been realized, one of the things, since I was 19 years old, I want to achieve to find the grand unification theory. So in the state with working with Master Sha, and also in the state of oneness, and also his oneness blessing and teaching, and I was able to find the grand unification theory. It's basically a theory that brings everything into oneness, which means that specifically in the physics term, means that use one mathematical formula to derive everything. See, everything is coming from one mathematical formula. It's basically just saying that everything is coming from one source. But science, we can actually use one mathematical formula to see how everything is created from there. And so I've been working on that problem for a long time, since I was 19, maybe or even 18 years old. I don't remember clearly, but something around there. I think it's more like 19 years old, maybe. And for a long time, I was working in the physics. I cannot find it. And I know at that time, even I know that is my goal in life. It's not even a goal. It's actually not really a goal. It's something I have to do. And it's like we come to this life, we own this world something, or we come to this world to do something for this world, and to make our life full, or to make, we have a purpose, right? Come to this life. That is like my purpose. So I worked really, really hard, and could not find it, and even quit, got my PhD, and actually, so yeah, working really hard, and then come to UC Berkeley and get my PhD and physics department in UC Berkeley. And UC Berkeley, actually, physics department is #1 in the US, which basically means in the world. And especially the group we are at is probably the strongest group. It's very, very famous people. And so work very hard. and working with very, powerful people, smart people. And, but I could not find the grand unification theory. And then also, so later we're working, met Master Sha in Hawaii, and then I find the grand unification theory. We find a grand unification theory, write a paper, and how everything is coming from one formula. But recently, actually, I was just thinking about my science. I find this, this theory, and and I send it to my teacher, my advisor in UC Berkeley, and she writes to me. She said, she actually just writes one sentence to me, and she said, "I'm so glad you start to do physics again." And that's it. And so, but that was very nice. So, and as soon as she read my, and but still, like I went to the conference, talked to other people about my, this grand unification theory. Not many people really understand it. So, so I was thinking about, why, what's happening about this here. There's many things I do in life. I think of it, it will happen, and because I was in the oneness state with that thing. But in the science, I've been working so hard on my life and spent so much, working, finally got the grand unification theory. But now nobody understands it. And my teacher don't understand it. And I realized, if I look back, I realized it's really, I'm not one with the scientists. And even in Berkeley, when I was doing the science, I go to the group and I attend to things, but I cannot wait to get out of there. And doing science in some ways, it's like, I don't like scientists, I feel like they're so boring. And so now I look back, and even right now, I'm not one with a scientist. And so this is one thing, talking about being one with something. If we can be one with people, the oneness is a key for our success, for us to fulfill our highest destinies, anything in life, even good health. If you don't have good health, because some part of you is not in oneness. If you're not in a relationship, in some aspect of your life is not in oneness. If your spiritual journey is blocked some way, some part of you is not in oneness. So if your business is not flourishing, some part of you is not in oneness. If you are, if you're not happy, some part of you is not oneness. If you're in pain, in suffering, some part is lack of oneness. So what is really oneness? And what I discovered, from my my research, what I find is that so oneness has many aspects. One thing is we're all coming from one source. So this is something, if you truly understand this wisdom and utilize this wisdom, then you can create anything. And second is that our spiritual and physical are one. And our soul, heart, mind, and body, we need to bring them into one. If you can really bring your soul, heart, mind, and body as one, then you can accomplish anything. like in China, in ancient times, the Kung Fu masters, what they are practicing to become good, Kung Fu master is to bring their soul, heart, mind, and body as one. That's what they are practicing. If you can practice that, they said nobody can really defeat you. You can basically, nobody can even get close to you. Or be a good artist, to be able to really create a beautiful art. It is when your soul, heart, mind, and body are coming as one. And then that beautiful art is just coming out. So the oneness this is actually the foundation of all oneness, is to bring our own soul, heart, mind, and body as one. So normally people talking about oneness, it is talk about, okay, this, I'm one with other people. Yeah. The different races, different cultures, and the different, different sex, and the different, different religions. We coming one as one, then we will have the most power. But the oneness start with the oneness within ourselves. If yourself inside you, if you cannot reach a oneness, or even being, the Shen Qi Jing He Yi, the soul, heart, mind, and body join at one, that is actually a very high spiritual state. That is in Chinese wisdom, that is an enlightenment state. It's actually even more than enlightenment state. It's a state, you completely conquered any limitations. Like you think of something, you think about you become a younger person, and instantly you can become a younger person. Your body can change. Or you think about you want to become the whole universe, your body can just become a whole universe. So that is a state of actually the soul, heart, mind, and the body join as one. But the normal human beings, it takes a lot of practice, it takes serious practice to really reach that level. Shen Qi Jing, soul, heart, mind, and body join as one. That state is even much higher in some way. We're not comparing, but it is in some ways higher than, Buddha's enlightenment. Because Buddha's enlightenment is like you realize, it's your mind realized in the wisdom, wisdom about the illusion, about the deeper truth, and everything is a Kong. And then, but if you really go into deeper, the soul, heart, mind, and body join as one, you reach that, whole every aspect of your life become that Kong state, and also you can freely change from different forms. But of course, normal human beings, we are so far away from that, so far away from that. And recently, actually, I had a consulting with one beloved young man. He's actually a very, very nice, beautiful young man. And apparently, and somehow he was sent to the mental hospital. And so he's consulting with me, and apparently he said he was sent to hospital because he feel like somebody else, he was talking or doing things, he has no control. He has no control. And so from Tao science point of view, it's very simple. He's basically, his soul, heart, mind, and body is now one. And specifically, his mind is too strong. It's like a take over. And his heart is hardly in functioning. And his soul was, minimally get involved. But partly his soul was not involved because his, the negativity, and also his mind is too strong. His heart was not involved. So I basically gave him training about how to use his heart. And also and then bring his soul, heart, mind, and body together. And then we use some techniques, actually. We can try this technique. Yeah, this is called S plus E plus M equals 1. So when I was asking Master Sha, about this grand unification formula to bring everything together, and what he got is that this formula is S plus E plus M equals 1. So S stands for Shen. Shen means soul, heart, mind. So which includes soul, heart, and mind. Shen in Tao science is the information. So information includes 3 aspects: the content of information, which is the soul, and the receiver of the information, which is heart, and the processor of the information, which is the mind. Yeah, so the Shen is S, and then plus E. E is energy, and plus E plus M. M is a matter. So S plus E plus M equals 1. Master Sha said, this is the grand unification formula. So I have to say, I spent a lot of time trying to understand this formula. I'm still not be able completely to derive everything from this formula, but we used another way, used this from fundamental law. I was able, I will share with later how to derive the formula of the whole universe from the law of Yin Yang Creation. But this formula has its own, it's very profound. It really tells us we need to bring our soul, heart, mind, body, and as one. So we can chant this, chant this. And this beloved young man, so I basically help him to connect with his heart and go inside his body, and then he was able to start to learn how to use his heart and also connect with his body, and he feels much better. And so he also, when he looked into it, he really see his being is 2 parts. And then I told him to chant this formula, and he realized he bring those 2 aspects together. He really saw his brain is 2 parts. And so I said, let's chant this mantra. So bring soul, heart, mind, and body together. And he chanted, he really see, his 2 parts of the brain, they coming back together. So we can do some chanting together, yeah? And wonderful. Thank you so much, Marie. So let's connect. So have a deep breath. Breathe into our lower abdomen. And connect with our body. So many of us, we connect with our body when we think, oh, do I look pretty? But we forgot to put our attention inside our body. So we give out the energy, all go out, forgot to bring the energy inside. So one of the most important practices actually is to bring the energy inside ourselves. Yeah. actually, anybody has any pain or any sufferings right now, we can, anybody want to be a volunteer to see the benefits of this mantra? Maybe you want to be a demo for this? Marie, you want to be a demo? Or anybody? Aliao?
I
Okay.
can go, but choose
Yes.
someone else if there's someone else first.
Okay. Yeah, Aliao raised her hands. Yeah, Aliao, what's your issue?
Got some stomach ache from food that I ate earlier today.
Okay, wonderful. And also Robert raised his hand. Good. So we also read Robert and also do Marie. So 3 people, that's all chanting for these 3 people and also chanting for ourselves. Yeah. And so that's close our eyes. So, dear Tao Grand Unification Formula, S plus E plus M equals 1. We love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Could you please help our beloved Robert? Also, Robert, what's your condition?
I have some tightness in my solar plexus. It's just some uncomfortableness.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, so what is that tightness? What is the scale of tightness right now? From 1 to 10, 0 to 10.
4.
4. Okay. How about Aliao? How's your pain?
About the same, about a 4.
4. Okay, good. And then Maria, you can just any area, yeah. And so we give everybody blessing. Everybody, you can make a request as well for dear Tao Grand Unification Formula S plus E plus M equals 1. We love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Could you please turn on to give everyone healing and a blessing, and especially for beloved Aliao, Robert, and also Marie, to help them to release their pain and tightness and other issues. Blessing start. So let's chant together. S plus E plus M equals 1. And then, so for Robert and Aliao, you put your hands in the area, maybe you have some challenges. So you put your hands there and also put your go into that area, feel that tightness, feel that pain, and really go in there, really feel it. Put your attention there, put your hands there, put your, and really go in your feeling into there and feel that tightness. And same time, let's chant. S plus E plus M equals 1. 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 And you can close, and then now chant silently and go inside the areas maybe you have blockages and chant over there. Can even imagine that formula is printed in the area. So go in that area, chant S plus E plus M equals 1, and really feel. Go in that area, feel. Feel your pain. Don't be afraid of it. Feel the tightness. Feel the pain. Become one without pain. So like most people, yes, become one. Just feel it. Become one without pain. S plus E plus. So go inside your body, really feel. Go inside your body, become one with your body. Become one with your pain. Become one with your thoughts. And feel everything. So another mantra in Chinese of this formula is in Chinese is called 神气金合一. I can chant for you. 神气金合一，神气金合一，神气金合一，神气金合一，神气金合一，神气金合一。神气金合一，神气金合一，神气金合 静合一，身气静合一，身气静合一，身气静合一，身气静合一。人地天道身气静合一，人地天道身气静合一，人地天道身气静合一，人地天道身气静合一，人地天道身气静合一，人地天道身心合一，人地天道身心合一，人地天道身心合一。So, 人地天道身气静合一 means human being, Mother Earth, heaven, and the source join as one. Human being, Mother Earth, heaven, source join as one. How. Thank you. So anybody would like to share how you're feeling? And any?
I would love to. This is Eliel. The pain is completely gone, a 0. And Shen Qi Jing Hu Yi is my very favorite chant from about a year before you moved to Portland. And what I saw and felt, there were like 4 or 5 little knots of pain, like fists that were on my left side. And as the blessing began, the fists opened. They turned into flowers that looked like daisies, and then they turned into pink flowers. And I was just, I was completely enchanted. The pain is gone, and I see where I need to treat myself a little bit, with a little bit more compassion and a little more tenderness. And I also had waves of fear that came up. This was all from the navel up to the xiphoid process. So that whole region is now warm and feeling good. So thank you very, very much.
Wonderful. Yes, what I can see for you, Eliel. So you kind of feel like, this disconnection which you have from the source, from Mother Earth and heaven, and make you feel, this separation, make you feel the fear and the worry and anxieties about certain issues in your life, and that cause this pain. So this, this mantra and the chanting, also this experience, help you to release some of those disconnections. So now, you're, it's actually really enhanced your connection. Just this chanting really enhance your connection. So it's not only release your pain at this moment, it's also will allow you to bring more abundance and let go of this fear, because fear just brings you more fear, brings you actually more challenges and more difficulties, about your finance or even relationships, But then this this chanting and also this practice help you to release those disconnections. So you will see, it will bring you more abundance.
Thank you.
Thank you. So how are you doing, Robert?
I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a little bit lighter. I'm feeling the pain went from, I think some of it was anxiety and tension, because I think it's mostly emotional stuff, and it probably went to a 1 or a 2, but it does get better. It seems to come up whenever I feel these blessings from the master, and it just seems to come up then, and I'm trying to release it, but there seems to be a lot of it.
Yeah. So that's because this kind of vibrations. So that shows there are some blockages in you that, when this higher vibrations, then those some blockages in you want to come up to be released, let it go. So that is why it shows up. And also when you go into them, and then, through the practice, you can release them. And when you release more and more, then, you will experience, you have more joy, more abundance, and better health, and overall more success in your life. Yeah.
Yes, it's a great blessing.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm so glad you're here and doing this work. How are you doing, Marie? You want to share?
Thank you, Dr. Lin. I'm just so grateful. I was so surprised to be picked for a demo, and I've been in a war with myself all day because I've let 2 people that are very important to me badly down. I did not keep some promises, and I also offered poor service, and I've been feeling so much grief today, which moved very easily into shame and lack of self-worth and fear about how I could possibly keep moving forward. And that fear physically manifested in my right leg and knee being very stiff. Before class, I could hardly walk. So the pain in my leg at the times during the day was probably an 8 or a 9. When you started, it was probably around a 6 or 7. And as well, I had just the grief pain in my heart. So when you started, I just started crying. It was like the walls just melted that had been keeping me feeling so separate all day. And then my body started shaking from head to toe. And it was as though this weight, this rock was crushing me. And I felt, as you say, completely separate from anything that was good. And when you sang the first mantra, the sense of isolation and fear went from 9 to about a 5.5. And then with the second mantra, it went down to maybe a 2 or 3. My leg pain is gone, it's 0. And I just had the feeling of this tremendous space opening up inside me. And freedom from this oppressive inner crushing weight that I felt all day. I'm so grateful. Thank you everyone in the group as well for your blessings. I feel very, very lucky to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marie, for your sharing. Really appreciate your help. Yeah, so glad you're here. And yeah, wonderful. Yeah, so this is a very profound, very simple practice. We did not use our healing powers. We just did some chanting, trying to bring the as one, and we experienced this amazing healing. So to bring the soul, heart, mind, and the body together, there's also a very profound practice. Actually, we have been, this is what I have been teaching, how to bring the soul, heart, mind, and the body together. And there are series of practices and also procedures how to do this. And especially, and most people actually most people right now, humanity is using too much our mind. We're not using our heart. That is why right now, the heart sicknesses is heart disease is the #1 silent killer worldwide. Maybe unless, maybe some region there people are more fortunate, but most places, heart disease is #1 silent killer. Every day, US, just in US, more than 5,000 people died of heart disease every day. And it's still it's increasing very quickly too. So that just shows we don't know how to even use our heart. And using our heart is mostly also, how to bring the heart and our soul, and also our mind and energy. It's not like we're against people using your mind. This is not, a lot of people saying trying to stop using the mind, or people trying to utilize the mind to another extreme. But this is actually more balanced teaching, is bring them together. When you can bring them together, that is when the miracle really happens. So a lot of people are really into the mind powers. You will see those people into the mind powers, they could actually easily get very sick or get into serious issues. But if you don't, the key actually is to bring it's not like we against you to using your mind. It's really about how to bring the mind and the heart and the soul and also the body. That's the key. That's why I've been training people how to bring the heart, mind, energy, and the soul, bring them together. If you really can bring them together, I literally, I have a practice. I literally help people bring them together. And then literally I have people, they have been in such pain, or I have one person come to me, her whole body shaking. She literally, seeing she's going to die. And her doctor and her daughter all think she's going to die. So they had a session with me, and all I did, I was trying to bring her soul, heart, mind, and body together, and I go through this whole practices with her so that bring her soul, heart, mind, and body together. By the end, she stopped shaking. And she's filled with joy and filled with being empowered. She feel like, confidence and trust and inspiration about life. That's just in 1 hour. And so if you can really actually bring your soul, heart, mind, and body together, you can do anything. Healing, that's just a small piece of cake. You actually can do something a lot more miraculous, like Jesus said, you can do something even much more than I can. Yeah, and this is really the case. And so we all can, of course, do more and more of it, but this is a lifelong journey, right? And but some people, they dedicate their life, really practices very hard, so they can get into some really, really high state. But any one of us, if we can, this should be the practice of, if we really just pay a little attention and learn how to do this, every aspect of your life starting to change. Whether it's health, your relationships, your business, every aspect of our lives. And some people are so much into the power or so much into the service, or, they maybe want abundance. But if without this, bring your soul, heart, mind, and body together, and no matter what you're achieving, you have great powers, or you have great success, or great abundance, a lot of money, or whatever you want. You dream to have. Even you have it. It's not going to bring you the ultimate enlightenment or ultimate joy, the bliss, or ultimate success, enlightenment. The key is actually bring this. If you can bring your soul, heart, mind, and body energy together, that is when you can have anything, everything. So this is the number one part of the oneness practice. And we have to start from ourselves. We always, many people, we worry about the world is in a bad place. There's, like right now, many places actually is threatening to have war, So many places right now worldwide, everywhere, is like there's on the verge of war or it's already in the war, And just in China, there are several places and was, the challenging China, even US is very not friendly with China. It's like so the worldwide, there's so much conflict. Of course, we can really spend a lot of time worry about this kind of things, but really, but if we can bring the oneness within us, this first step, if we want really the world become a better place, the first thing we can help is to bring the oneness within us, our soul, heart, mind, and body, bring it together. And then you can see we can be the magnet, a portal for this oneness. We can be in the people in contact with us, their conflict can be just being near us, their conflict will be gone. Just this powerful state. To reach the Shen Qi Jing He Yi, S plus E plus M equals 1, it is amazing. It is one of the number one practice we should be doing in our life. But most people, actually is still too far from that. Maybe you don't even know how to use the heart. Yeah. So that need to teach you how to use your heart, how to use your soul, and how to use your mind, and how to bring them together. So this is one of the first learning, everybody should learn about this. And then second part is to learn how to bring our human beings with Mother Earth. In Chinese, we have, it's called a feng shui. Feng shui means the wind and the water. So which basically said where you live, how the weather and how the environment can affect your fortune, can affect your whole life and your whole lineage. So in China, they really trying to choose the right place for to set up their home, and that is like determine the whole family history or whole country's success. So Mother Earth, where we are and the location and how we position everything is extremely important for our success, longer term success. Like generations, your whole lifetime. So, this moment it will affect you, but more importantly, it's like over period of your lifetimes of your children, your children's children, that affects you and in the longer terms. So the oneness with Mother Earth is extremely important. I have seen one beloved once. I had a session with her, and I realized, she was describing her condition, and I realized, it's actually all her condition is she's not connected with Mother Earth. That's part of the reason she actually, her feet feel numb. Her feet feel numb, her legs and feet feel numb. And I realized, her connection with Mother Earth is very, not very good. And then she said, which is very true, and because she actually, and she will go to places, she just feel the place is so dirty, so polluted. She will go to near water, she feel like, it's all so dirty, so polluted. And And she's just constantly not feeling good about going to places, and all have this all negative feelings and thoughts. And that's just caused her actually, she don't want to go to places, and her success and her flourishing and her happiness was, every aspect of her life was really affected by her, this, some way, even negative way of connecting with the Mother Earth. So become one with Mother Earth is extremely, extremely important for our success. And the third one is to connect with heaven. Heaven controls our bigger fate. If you know how to connect with heaven, and the greater success will come to you, and the long-term success, and the success, the impact of your success can be enhanced in a level beyond your comprehension. If you want to have, higher meaning in your life, have a galactic life, it's all possible. It's very possible for every human being. It's just, are you ready? Are you willing? So many people actually will not refuse or are fearful of, or not connecting with heaven. So then there's some opportunity to come to you. You cannot grab it. You cannot grab it. There's some huge, big opportunities that can take your life to a much higher level. And the opportunity come, you might not be, grab it. So you miss huge opportunity for which may never come again, because you cannot connect with heaven, connect with. So this kind of oneness is extremely, extremely important. If you really connect with heaven, you look at right now what is happening on Mother Earth, you will see this is a great opportunity. So last year when this COVID started, I immediately actually got heaven, the message that this is a great opportunity for Tao science. And so I really just spent time actually on the Tao science, and then write very interesting paper. So there's many opportunities the heaven gives to you. If you don't recognize it, you could even think this is horrible. This is, my God, this is making my life so difficult. I cannot go out. This is not working, that not working, And then your life actually going down. If you really recognize this heaven's opportunity for you, you actually utilize this great opportunity to do something really huge. So connecting with heaven is extremely, extremely important. Most human beings, can not recognize this. And some people look into astrology for it, but the normal astrology is still very limited, and we need to connecting or utilize our own. But that's very helpful. It can give you some guidance and lead you certain directions. But more importantly, also how we can connect with heaven. The heaven, heaven every moment give us amazing, beautiful, 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 beautiful energies. The energy is so high level, so beautiful. If you can connect with heaven every moment it can be nourished beyond your comprehension. You know, most human beings think they're so isolated in something, but actually there's unlimited source. Heaven is blessing everyone, give everyone amazing opportunities. So if you know how to connect with them, become one with them, the opportunities are abundant in so many ways. You can be nourished and uplifted and enjoy in bliss in such a higher level. The joy and bliss and creation we can enjoy as a human being is unlimited. What makes us human now? There's a lot of AIs, artificial intelligence. Some people will worry about they might replace human beings, but I'm telling you, what we have as a human being, the AI will never have. Human beings are very, very high level. We cannot beat the AI for chess or other games, but we are what we are make our humans. AI can never be even close to us. What makes us special is our connection with heaven and connection with Mother Earth, connection with the source. And this power is so huge, but right now we're not using it. Most people are not using it. Don't even exist. So this is the next level of our human evolution, is to utilize this power, to utilize this kind of connections. Where human beings are built so special because we can connect with Mother Earth, with heaven, and with source. Next is the source. Source is even infinitely bigger than Mother Earth and heaven. Heaven and the earth is just a small part of the source. And a human being, we have the ability to connect with the source. This is what really makes us human. That's really what makes us so special. The AI can do everything better. They can, they said in a few years, we don't need to drive a car anymore. The car will drive itself. I think it's great. In the future, everything, let the AI do everything, cooking, and then we don't have to work, that's great. They say AI can even be a doctor because they can, measure your temperatures and diagnose and everything. That's great, why do I have to do that? But we humans, we have our more important job. We can connect with the source. No machine can connect with the source in the way we can. This is what really humans come to this life for. And this is why humans are, they said is, this head of all life beings. Because we can connect with the source. And no other lives can connect in the way we can. At least that's what I have no comparison. I don't know, but I know this is what I read in the Asian books. But I know we're better than AI, that's I'm sure of. So we have this potential. So cultivate the oneness is the key. This is what we come here for. Give us so much power. So the source, to cultivate the connection with the source, cultivate the connection with heaven, earth, and with ourselves. So this is there's whole procedure and how to do this. So this is what I'm going to teach you next weekend. Next weekend, we're going to spend 2 days together to do this. And so we developed this whole procedure, and that mantra we're chanting just a tiny, tiny bit of this whole thing. And also next, what is one of the most important thing I'm going to teach you is how to, so what we in Tao science, there's 4 laws in Tao science, right? One is, the first law is law of Shen Qi Jing. Everything is made of Shen Qi Jing, yeah, the soul, heart, mind, body, and the Shen, the information, energy, and matter, soul, heart, mind, and body. And the second law is Shen Qi Jing He Yi. So, you know, so you have just learned that. Third law is what we give to others is what we're going to experience. So this is, you know, the golden rule. Yeah, you know, many of you know it as a golden rule. So that means that be very careful. What we are giving to others is what we're giving to ourselves. So the others and we are one. And also what we give to ourselves is also what we give to others. So we need to treat ourselves also well with honor, respect, and love for ourselves. So this is something for many people, we can all go deeper about this, yeah? So, and then the fourth law is in Tao science, is the law of Yin Yang Creation. So law of Yin Yang Creation basically tells us that everything is made of 2 elements, Yin and Yang, 0 and 1, you know, in computer 0, 1, you know, in computer with 0 and 1 is creates everything, right? Do everything with Yin, 0 and 1. So this is exactly this law is about. And there's Yin and Yang, 0 and 1 they interact, creates everything. So how can you utilize, so how this law is utilized in our life? So to realize this opposite, Yin and Yang, left and right, they are really one. They're always together. And how to use, and everything is created by the interaction of left and right, this, you know, Yin and Yang. So if you can really find everything, what is this, the Yin and Yang in everything, and have them start to interact, then you can create anything. You can create things like crazy. But if you cannot find that Yin and Yang, have them interact, then you cannot create anything. So many of you maybe your life is lack of creation because you have not found that Yin and Yang, have them interact. If your business is not flourishing because you have not found that Yin and Yang, have them interact. If you really can find it, have them interact, you can see that you have so much success. You don't need to worry about anything. Your success just chasing you day and night. So this is what I'm also going to spend actually a lot of time to teach you. This here's very simple, but actually when you really apply it, it's not easy actually. And it's easy, but you really need to sit down and really do it. and try to find it and do it. And if you really do it, then you see you're just like, everything you want can just come very easily. But if you cannot do this, you can like, why I'm stuck in my life, why it's not moving forward, why the things I want is not moving anywhere, because you're not using the yin and yang, have them interact. So everybody needs to learn this. Literally, everybody needs to learn this. And if you really learn this, then you can become prosperous, you can become successful, you can, and it's just like, life just can become so exciting. We all can embrace this much more, because we all, normal human beings, we always, oh my God, I love this so much, I hate that, And then, we do that all the time, right? As soon as you do that, you limit your own life. But if you really see, okay, there's two sides, one thing is this, one thing is that, okay, let me bring them back together and utilize both. So the other day I was telling beloved one, I said, with children, you need to, discipline them and also love them. If you just love them without disciplining them, you're not really, you could ruin them. If you just discipline without loving them, they could also have gone into a bad state. So the key is find these two parts. So when you love them with discipline, right? When you discipline them, and discipline with love, right? So when you combine them together, then your children will grow very healthy. And I was reading about this beloved one, his father, he's quite famous, and he's very rich, very famous. And then his son, very young, also become very famous and very popular in China. So they were actually, a lot of people very admire how this father raised his son, because he's actually the father is had this company. There are many people working for him. He also trained them, and so he really, of course, he loved his son, but he loved his son with a lot of discipline, and actually oftentimes give his son hard time, but his son knows he loves him. So even he gives him hard time, but his son knows that. So now everybody just admire how amazing his son is. Normally people are very rich and powerful, their children is kind of like a little bit spoiled, but he's like just amazing, very talented, but behaves so well, and very polite to everybody, humble, always, and it's just very, very popular now. People are like crazy about him, he's only like 24, 23 years old, very successful. But that's, the people mostly actually just really admire his father, how his father actually, when he raised him, really, actually, they talk about how he's treating his son. There's a lot of people there, and, he said his son, actually to be the last one to get everything. First always give that to other people. And always, and also, when he was teaching, his son is learning from him, he always actually give his son more difficult time. It was a very, very interesting, his son, and also there's his wife's cousin or something. So two of them are learning from him. So both of them now like are so popular. They're actors, and so popular in China. Both of them, when they grew up, this father, and both of them, I call him father, and because he was treating them like really, really strict, and the other students, they are not working as hard as them, really treat them, actually just treat them much worse. But the two of them become much more successful. So this both are needed. Some parents, they discipline their children so hard, but without love, or people cannot feel the love, then, that's not right either. So you need to discipline them, but with love. If you just love them without discipline, you can ruin them. So have to know the two sides and use both of them. The key is using both of them. If people, I love, I just do that. I don't want the other one. You will see you're not getting anywhere. You just get very bad results. Some people say, I just need to really discipline them. Let me just discipline them. We have parents like that too. They just discipline their children, treat them so harsh, and they're not getting anywhere either. Actually get very bad results too. You need to combine them. So yin and yang, really combine them. And the key for any success is to find those two and combine them, and doing both, not just doing one. If you just do one of them, and you could be dead. You could ruin your children. And you could, in your health, if you just have one, you could get sick and die. That's like literally the Chinese medicine teach you. It said, if you only have yin or yang, you'll be dead. The key is have both and have them interact. So give them love with discipline, and more love and more discipline, more love, more discipline. They can become more and more successful. If you just have love, then you more love, you can get more and more spoiled, and then it can get worse. So the key is find the two elements in everything, have them interact. When you do that, you will see unlimited success can be in your life. But unfortunately, most humanity is not doing that at all. They're doing just the opposite. They do not realize this. Which is very unfortunate, create misery for ourselves. But if you know this, you can be so empowered. So this is what I really want to teach you to do. And this takes some work, and I'm really going to actually teach you case by case, and so that, teach you how to find that two elements and have them interact. This is very key to bring that oneness. Yeah. So not attached to either one. A lot of people that are so attached to one. It's like even argue with each other. So much argument just because some people attach this side, other people attach that side. They just argue, and it's not going to get anywhere. The key is actually bring them together. It's like, okay, you're right, I'm right, and that's working together. And then both can benefit. Both can become stronger. So this is also what I'm going to teach you. This is so important for everyone. If you don't know this, your life is not going to get anywhere. It's going to get worse. But if you know this, without working very hard, as long as you find that two elements, let them to interact with each other, you don't have really work. They will just create anything for you. It's really cool. So this is the oneness, to how to see the opposite are one, and also even bring them to one, bring them interact with each other. And it creates unlimited creation manifestation. So, so this is what I'm going to teach you on next weekend. I'm so excited about this. It's you know, this will have completely revolutionize your life. And more importantly, this is also this kind of wisdom right now. Humanity really needs this. It's part of the reason I'm teaching this, and so I hope you can be one of the first group of students learning about this. You know, me too. I'm learning myself. You know, the Dao Science committee is teaching me this. So it's not. It's you know, I'm not claiming this from me at all. So this we all need this. Learn this. So about that formula, yes, and the formula, the grand unification formula, that's everything is created. It's really actually from, I basically find the two elements and have them into two elements that creates our whole universe. And I really show these two elements, the interaction creates all the particles, forces, universes, black holes, everything. So I find that yin yang elements, and I show when they interact, they create everything in the world. Everything's coming from that, including I showed quantum physics, string theory, and everything is coming from that equation. It's like so amazing. It's so cool. It's so amazing. So I literally can even show you mathematically, but it's more than just this, you know. But most exciting thing is can change your life. If you know this wisdom, it can change your life, and also change the world. You know, right now the world has so much conflict. I don't understand why we have to in conflict with each other. You know, and if we're in conflict, it's just going to reduce everybody's joy and success. Creates more conflicts like right now we're, you know, experiencing. But if we really learn how to bring everybody together, have everybody interact and utilize both everybody's strengths, right? And the world can become so much better place. There's no limitation what we can enjoy, what we can create. If we can bring this, you know, all the elements together. And the difficulties caused, we try to separate. And the more separation we're trying to cause, and the more problem we're going to create for ourselves. So learn about this wisdom. It's really, this wisdom is revolutionary. And, you know, like in my case, in physics. And in your case, you can completely revolutionize your life. Take your life to a higher level of wisdom, joy, bliss, actually, high level of bliss, abundance. There's unlimited abundance there. And it's very, very exciting for everyone. Very exciting. So I'm looking forward to see you next week. And before we end, anybody had any questions?
I tried to explain this to someone one day, Dr. Rulin, and they said it sounds too easy that you can be that happy, that connected all the time. And I think that's been the stumbling block for many of us. How would you respond to that when someone says it seems too good to be true?
Yeah, you just have to learn and experience it. You know, it's not even to believe, or it's not I'm trying to brainwash you or trying to have you to believe me in anything. It's to experience it. Yeah, you experience it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, experience it. You know, like for me, you know, I just utilized the formula and the law, and derived the formula, and which everything I literally just show in my paper. I derive this, this is how I derive it, and so I don't need you to believe me, and you just see it and experience for yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let go of your mind, bravery against mind.
I was at an event years ago, Dr. Lynn, and someone very esteemed said to the audience that they had traveled around the world as a very famous speaker, but the longest journey they ever took was to connect their mind with their heart, which is very profound. It's what you're saying. And I was so in my mind and I was so arrogant that I completely and utterly missed the entire point and the value of their comment. And I sat there in my arrogance in my mind and I thought, oh, that's so lame. And I don't think I'm the only one that feels that way. Those are our blockages, right? That was in our mind so much that we don't even recognize the value and the simplicity and the profundity of this teaching.
Yeah, the heart and the mind is also the shortest distance. They're really one. It's just we ourselves give ourselves that message, So we have to let go of that message. They are one. So S plus E plus M equals 1. So they are one. So we have to start giving ourselves this positive message, which is the truth. The soul, heart, mind, and body is already one. It's just we are, humanity giving the negative information. We think. And so in the Buddhist book, this period of human life is an illusion. People live in the wrong way. They think, the truth, the illusion is the truth, and truth, people think is illusion. So this world is a completely black and white, is turned around. So we really need to reprogram our thoughts and also our wisdoms. So this is also this workshop is going to be about, to really know the great and higher wisdom, the correct wisdom.
So would you agree that it would be wonderful for people to learn this much younger? So you're not undoing decades of kind of programming, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's just what I think that's what's going to happen in the future. Yeah, because this is the starting point of a new era, soul light era. So so we're going to bring the new knowledge, new higher knowledge. Yeah. In the future, our children will learn differently. Yeah, it could be just, and it's not in the too long a future. I think it could be things, if we work together, we can change this pretty quickly.
I think we'll go with your story. That's a better story.
Yeah, the important thing is that 100 monkey, the first 100 monkey, right? To be the first group of 100 monkey to change the world. Yeah, Carolyn said, follow your bliss. And this is what I have said to my children, to my 4 children, their whole life. My oldest daughter. So Carolyn, you want to share something? How about you share in your voice?
Okay. All right. Here I am. Yeah. Since the 1980s, and that's when I started having my children, I studied and followed Joseph Campbell. And Joseph Campbell always said, follow your bliss. And I really knew what that meant. I didn't experience it, but I knew what it meant. I know that it meant that the money wasn't important, the career wasn't important, you know, the relationship wasn't important. It was following this inner experience of bliss, this connection to God, divine. And so it's something I always drove home to all four of my kids. And then my oldest just on Mother's Day said, with great appreciation, that she is so happy that I drove that home, that no matter what the outside world was telling them to do in career and money, that she had this inner guidance, and that she was kind of in tune with following her bliss. That means don't compromise because, you know, this company is offering you, you know, all this money, and this place is this, and this relationship is offering that. But she did not fall for that. That was like ego tricks. And she really thanked me for it. And she is in a very happy place. She has her own little company, and she just doesn't compromise her heart. And now it's my turn. Now it's my turn to experience that.
Yes, yes.
And I really look forward to your class, and just to have you know, like minds, and to have that energy and that experience that you have with it. And I really need it. I need to align. I'm out of whack.
You're helping so many people. Sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, wonderful. So we first, to get our own balance, and then we can help other people in such more powerful way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, looking forward. Yeah, spend 2 days with you, and wonderful. Yeah, you're welcome. Also, give us more teachings during the workshop, and looking forward to spend that time with you. Yeah, thank you so much for being here today and sharing. Yeah. Okay, we still have 15 minutes. Maybe we can maybe do some practice today. Let's do that. Just to get this out. Yeah, let's think about, let's have a deep breath. Breathe into our lower abdomen. And let's breathe into the Mingmen, the acupuncture point in the back, facing the belly button. That is the source, connecting with the source. As experiencing the oneness with the source. This is a key for our success. So breathe into the Mingmen and feel the vibration in the Mingmen. And feel the source love. So bless everyone who wants to attend this workshop, have the money, finance to join us. You are the inheritor of the whole cosmos. You are loved, protected, and supported by the whole cosmos, divine Tao and Source. I am the inheritor of the whole cosmos. I am loved, protected, and supported by the whole cosmos, divine Tao and Source. We are the inheritor of the whole cosmos. We are loved, protected, and supported by the whole cosmos, divine Tao and Source. I am the inheritor of the whole cosmos. I am loved, protected, and supported the whole cosmos, divine down. You are the inheritor of the whole cosmos. You are loved, protected, and supported by the whole cosmos, divine down. We are the inheritor of the whole cosmos. We are loved, protected, and supported by the whole cosmos, divine and down source. So before I end, I give everyone maybe Tao light massage. So dear Tao calligraphy fields, please turn on, give everyone a Tao light massage. Also help to bless everyone, release the blockages to receive the funds to join this workshop. And also please tell everyone you know about this workshop, and then we will give you to bring your friends and family to this workshop. The oneness, the key is oneness is help others. We're helping others, we're helping ourselves. So, Tao calligraphy field massage start. How, thank you, thank you, thank you. You can see the soul Tao calligraphy field massage is so powerful, and really so much blockages are. So we do the soul light massage every Thursday from 5:30 to 6:30 for an hour, and also it's you can also get Tuesday Tao light meditation, Wednesday Tao light Tai Chi, the movement, and this practice is this blessing are so powerful and so life transforming, and you can join them for only sign up for this. And also for next weekend, tell your friends and the family. If you can bring more people, we'll be happy to offer you some amazing blessings. So to be very grateful, you can help others. This oneness, this is what is right now everyone needs, and this world really needs for all of us. So that's help each other, and together let's go to the oneness, and to bring more love, peace, and harmony, and bring great manifestation. How we manifest, we be able to manifest our dreams when we be able to connect with others, being oneness with others. If we cannot connect with others, you could very smart and doing great work, you're still not manifesting much. Yeah, so the key is in the it's in the oneness. If you can be in the oneness with ourselves, we will be in a healthy, happy state. And with oneness with our employees, or our other people, we'll be in happy, good relationships, or in a business, we're in one, and we'll be very successful. Yeah, so that's learn how to be in oneness. I'm still learning myself. So let's help each other. Yeah, let's help each other. So thank you so much for being here. And I'm so grateful, and so very, very grateful for all your love and support. And many of you, I'm so touched by your love, and I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. And so wonderful to spend this time with you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Love you.
Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good
Good night.
Love you.
Love you. Thank you, Marie. Love you.
Hi, Audrey.
Eleanor,
Love you,
Bye.
Karen. Love you, Lydia.
Thank you,
Love you,
thank you,
Audrey.
thank you.
Bye,
Thank
Eileen.
Thank you, thank you,
Love
thank
you,
you.
love you,
Love
love
you, Marie
you.
and then Renee.
Thank you, Master Rulin.
Love you, Barbara.
Thank you,
Love
love
you,
you,
Shami.
everyone.
Oh my God, Shami's very early. Love you.
Thank you for smiling, Dr. Rulin. It's just such a beautiful way to start and end, and everywhere in between the middle of the day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a lovely weekend.